Hey everyone, welcome back to the Holy Comforter Episcopal Church YouTube Bible study. I'm Jimmy Abbott, the priest here at Holy Comforter in Spring, Texas. And like we do every week, I want to reflect with you on the gospel lesson for this upcoming Sunday. It's April 25th, the fourth Sunday of Easter, which is always Good Shepherd Sunday. So we get to read Psalm 23, we get to sing all of those great shepherd hymns, and we always read from the Gospel of John, chapter 10. It's when Jesus talks about, I am the good shepherd. But before we get into that, we have to set the stage a little bit. In John chapter 9, Jesus heals the man born blind, one of my absolute favorite passages. But of course, he does this on the Sabbath, which sets up a conflict with the Pharisees, with the leaders in Jerusalem, because of course this is breaking the commandment of not working on the Sabbath. One of the ways that Christians have looked at this is through the lens of virtue ethics. We're going to go deep today, virtue ethics. The ancient Greek philosopher Aristotle laid out four cardinal virtues: justice, temperance, prudence, and courage. So one way that we can look at this is not, was Jesus right or wrong, but rather we should look at it as what's good, better, and best. I think a lot of times we fall into these false dichotomies of what is right and wrong, what is black and white. But I think that true virtue ethics and the true Christian life shows that there are gradations of that. And that, again, using our Aristotle and our virtue ethics, we can discern what is good, better, and best. So let's put good, better, and best virtue ethics into a more contemporary setting. Y'all remember about a year ago when the pandemic first started and we restrained from in-person public worship. Really what we were having was a conversation between two cardinal virtues, the virtue of courage and the virtue of temperance. Temperance is, of course, restraint, and courage would be just that, courage. And there was a lot of, and there remains some bickering back and forth about what is right and what is wrong. But I think the Christian ought to say, well, it's neither one, that both courage and temperance are good things. It is about discerning, there's prudence, discerning what is best for the time being. I think we can use that and look at what is going on here in John chapter 9 and 10. Is that rather than saying, well, Jesus healed on the Sabbath, so that is wrong, we say, well, Jesus healed on the Sabbath, and while that is technically breaking a commandment, it is for the good of the whole. So I think that's the question that we as Christians ought to be asking. What is for the good of the whole? Not just ourselves, not just our family or our friends, but what is for the good of the whole? And to make this ethics conversation go a little bit deeper, this is what we as Episcopalians, as Anglicans, have always leaned into. The question of teleology. What is the end goal? What is the purpose? Not just what is right and wrong in the moment, what is our duty to follow a certain law or rule or commandment, but we are always asking, what is the end? What is the good? And I think when we are asking those questions, inspired by the Holy Spirit, using all of our God-given mental faculties and prayer, then we can discern what is good, better, and best. So a little bit deeper conversation today, a little bit of ancient philosophy, a little bit of contemporary politics, but it's all there. It is this low-hanging fruit. And so I'd encourage you to think about all of that in your own life. How are you using those four cardinal virtues to make decisions about your own life and about the good of the whole, for the good, the better, and the best? Thank you. I'd love to hear from you. Reach out, Jimmy at holycomforterspring.org. You can find more on our YouTube channel. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button so that you always get notified when new videos come out here from Holy Comforter. Thank you.